Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are covering some West Coast college basketball conference tournaments with Troy West from allplayswin.com, who's had a great record covering every sport with us for quite a while now. This past year, he had a great record in the NFL, and he tells me things have been going well with him at college basketball at his site, allplayswin.com, so far this year. Right, Troy?
Absolutely, Pete. I think we got to be one of the most consistent sites out there throughout the course of the college basketball season. We're very selective in the NBA, but these are two conferences, the Pac-12 and the Mountain West, that we follow extremely close. And I encourage viewers to take these two videos seriously and come take a look as we get into the March Madness tournament. We're one of the most consistent, best handicapping sites when it comes to college basketball.
All right, that's great. I love that you specialize in certain conferences in college basketball, and you've obviously proven your great read on Washington area teams in general, West Coast teams in general. In all sports for a while now. All right, let's take a look at the Mountain West. Now, New Mexico has really come on strong. They are right now the favorite at 5 dimes, currently plus 160 to win the tournament, and we know why that is. They've been playing super well. They've been very undervalued. They're 7-1 against the spread over the last 8 games. San Diego State was the top team in the Mountain West early in the year, but they're not now. And at 5 dimes, they're plus 240 to win it. Then we have UNLV at plus 375. Then, the fourth choice is Boise State at plus 850, and Boise State has not been a good bet this year. Then there's Fresno State and Utah State. Those are both two intriguing bets. Fresno State 30-1, and Utah State 32-1 to win the whole thing. And Fresno State has gone 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 games. Then Nevada, Wyoming, Colorado State. But I'm thinking New Mexico at plus 160. That's got to be the pick with value, right?
I think so too, Pete. I would agree with you. I think it's going to be one of these top 3 teams that win this conference tournament. I truly believe that. This is a conference that people do overlook, and it is a good conference. You look at teams like Fresno State and Boise State, they do have some quality wins. But when it comes down to it, the depth and the coaching of the top 3 teams really is night and day from the bottom team. So I would just be beyond shocked to see a team like Fresno or even Boise State, who lost to Air Force last week. I would be shocked to see any of these teams have a legitimate shot at winning it. So yes, I do think the value is with New Mexico. Would I be shocked if San Diego State or UNLV won it? No. But at plus 160, I like my chances with New Mexico. I think they'll be favored in every game.
Yeah, that was my sense, except, very recently, New Mexico did go into San Diego State, and they lost outright. So, some people might look at that and say, maybe, why should San Diego State be a bigger underdog than New Mexico?
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. The home field advantage in that conference has just been huge. It's been absolutely huge. New Mexico's been one of the toughest places to play for quite some time now. San Diego State also a very tough place to play as UNLV. So this is on a neutral floor. So I give the edge to New Mexico. I think this is a deeper team than San Diego State, and I truly believe you get them on a neutral floor, they're 4 or 5 points better. But that's not to say that San Diego State at the plus 260 value isn't a good bet. Same with UNLV. But in my eyes, I think you're going to see a heck of a championship game, and I think it's going to be between New Mexico and San Diego State.
All right. Those are my feelings as well. But, these odds, I like to bet odds a little bigger edge than maybe we're seeing here. Let's take a look at some of the individual games that we might see, some of the individual matchups that I've circled. Tell me what you think about them. First of all, I'm thinking that Wyoming is a team that's completely tanked, right? Ever since they lost Larry Nance, they did win their last game, but that was a little bit different. They were completely gearing up, giving everything they had. Before that, they lost a bunch of games in a row against the spread. So I'm thinking in the quarterfinals, we take UNLV against the spread over Wyoming. What do you think?
I would 100% agree with you. I think UNLV is a good basketball team. In Wyoming, they really hung their hat on home court advantage as well. Another tough place to play. And you look at some of their big wins, they typically all came at home. And like you said, no depth at all on that team. Mm-hmm. And you put them on a neutral floor, you got to think UNLV takes care of business. So I would circle that one, absolutely.
Okay, that's how I'm thinking. Another one I have circled, again, New Mexico has covered 7 of their last 8 games. As good as they are, they do seem to be a little bit undervalued right now. if they meet Nevada in the semifinals, I think that, New Mexico went into Nevada. They were a 7-point road favorite. They got a relatively comfortable cover in that one. I think New Mexico against the spread would be a good bet again against Nevada in the semifinals. What do you think?
I would agree with you. Yep, we're on the same page. I mean, again, as we said, these bottom teams in this tournament, teams that really don't have a shot unless they win the whole deal. I don't think they even have a shot at winning the whole deal. You look at teams like New Mexico, they really are playing for seeding, so they're not going into this tournament and going to take it or play the backups. This is a team I think that's going to go in and really try to win it. And as I said, the bottom barrel of this conference, the Nevadas, the Fresno States, the Colorado States, the Air Forces, these are bad basketball teams, and I truly believe New Mexico will run them out of the gym on a neutral floor.
All right, and then before we let you go, just what do you think about this first round matchup, Utah State, Colorado State? Utah State I see as like a pretty well-coached team in general. Colorado State has lost 6 of their last 7 games against the spread. We do have a line for this one. It's just Utah State -2.5. I'm thinking we like Utah State -2.5. What do you think, Troy?
Yeah, I like Utah State as well in that game. I think Utah State's a team that has been there in the past. They typically have a well-coached basketball team, a team that has gotten some wins on the road this year. So, again, you put them on a neutral floor. A very tough game. I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I do think Utah State prevails and gets a 4 or 5 point win in that one.
All right, I'm agreeing too. Awesome insights. Troy West from allplayswin.com. Thanks so much for coming back for us today.